Computer, what is man? Answer, Grover, man does not exist. Yo, Logan's Run was the... Man, listen. Logan's Run. Oh my God. Some of you youngsters over the age of 18 in society who think that you're sci-fi buffs, you think you know fucking sci-fi, let me explain something to y'all. I'm one Sir Grove. This is C4CW casting 495 celebrities worldwide. If you are true fans, I'm talking about like fans that really love this show. You know what I'm saying? Like the embodiment of a fan. An unequivocal fan. If you are one of said fans, and not a fan who is a fallacious fan, if you're not a unlegit, there's no such word that I'm aware of. That would be illegit, but I'm looking for something different, man. If you're not an unequivocal fan, I suppose, then I can't make you be a fan, man. I just can't make you be a fan. I'm not out to make people be fans if they don't really truly want to be fans. But for those of you who are diehard fans of C4CW casting 495 celebrities worldwide, and some people are like, come on, Grove, you only started the podcast like a year ago. Yeah, I did, but yo, hey, consequently, this show is taking flight. It really has. We have on-demand plays. People want to hear this fucking show. That's right, because we 495 L4 bring fucking energy. We've come with energy to this microphone, and we transmit that energy across the fucking spectrum. And some people appreciate that shit, whereas others don't. So, given the aforementioned, some would say that said, same fucking diff, i.e. difference. Yo, welcome to the motherfucking show. Man, I've been reading up on some sci-fi news. Actually, Hollywood film production updates, that is /news. Man, I am a sci-fi fucking geek. I am a fucking sci-fi nerd. Man, I've been waiting for Logan's Run, the remake. Now, if you're not familiar with Logan's Run, I was just doing some research, which prompted me to hit record and step up to the mic and podcast. Man, we talk about a lot of shit on the show. Let's get to it. So, Logan's Run. By the way, if you're new to the show, notice I didn't say, before I begin, do this, and that. Fuck all that corny shit, cornball noise. So, Logan's Run is one of the raddest, fucking tightest, freshest, dopest, most fucking remarkable science fiction stories of all time. It's a lesser known story among today's younger generation. Some are familiar with some of the older movies, stories, but most are unfamiliar with Logan's Run. Because Logan's Run, from what I just read, it debuted in 1976. And, man, I was a child when it came out. Now, my mother, who had been in the military for 20 plus years, career service veteran, she was and is in the sci-fi, military sci-fi, like military grade, like sci-fi. She's the one that had me watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. She's the one who had me watch Logan's Run. She's the one who had me watch the Disney's The Black Hole. She's the one who had me see the movie Tron. And her sister, my aunt, was, and also I would imagine is still, into like the Crystal Singer series. If y'all know about the Crystal Singer, I bet 99% of y'all have never heard of the Crystal Singer series. Back when I was a child, man, kid, elementary school, I was precocious, so I would just go to the library like a borderline autistic kid, and I would just like read books forever, all day long, until they were like, yo, Grove, it's time to go back to like class. I'd be like, no, I just want to like stay in the library and look at the books. Just thumb through them and skim through sections. So I'd come across this series of novels, science fiction, fantasy, called the Crystal Singer series. And I was into art too. I was a kid that loved art and design, illustration. So I'd see these sci-fi book covers, and there were so many of these Crystal Singer books that it was just like mind blowing. And I would always just like sit there in awe, stand there in awe, and like look at the covers like, wow, Crystal Singer, this is fucking incredible. And there were so many different books like that. And even to this day, man, I marvel at the different graphic design illustrations and pieces of art, the artwork that goes along, that is, accompanies different sci-fi and fantasy novels. So back then, there were a finite number of movies that had been made. Yes, in the context of now, they, in hindsight, they look a little campy. Sometimes, man, there were some sequences in those movies, some different scenes where things got a little wacky, little silly. They seemed a bit, in today, by today's standards, it seems a little outrageous, little outlandish, little over the top. But keep in mind, man, two things. In the context of then, back then, before now, without frames of references for what is now and what is on the horizon in terms of emerging technologies, the different movies and storylines and books, what were depicted therein were fucking goddamn mind-bending and amazing. All right? When I saw Tron at the movie theater, yes, the movie Tron by Disney, if you watch it today, depending on your parallax view of the universe, it might seem a little silly, might seem a little wacky, might seem a little corny, might seem a little CG-ish before CG is CG of today. It might be like, yo, that's pre-CG, like, that was, like, weird, like, wow, how could anyone, like, watch this shit? Hey, I saw that movie, Tron, the first one, at the Alderwood, Cinema, okay, in Linwood, Washington State, when the Alderwood Cinema was brand spanking fucking goddamn new, okay? I saw E.T., that's E.T. as an extraterrestrial with E.T. and Elliot and shit, okay? I saw that shit for the first time at the Alderwood Cinema. When Tron came on the big screen back then, dude, that shit was so fucking dope. When the movie was brand new, when it was crystal goddamn fucking clear, okay? And I don't want to ruin it, but spoiler alert, okay? When Flynn gets sucked into the fucking master control program computer and shit, when he hacks into the system, and it's like, Flynn, what are you doing? This is a violation of protocol. Yeah! Fuck yeah! Dude, that shit was so fucking dope. You know how I use the expression ultra rad? Dude, man, you see that shit now and it looks kind of grainy, and it's all like, it's been so many decades, and it looks all like dilapidated because it's like, it's been reel to reel that was like digitally remastered and like transferred over to all these other like VHS and beta cassettes. Dude, when that shit was brand fucking new, and before you knew that there was going to be a fucking high-speed internet, before you knew about smartphones in this future here, Tron was the raddest goddamn fucking movie in the universe at the time. Okay? Along with the movie Firefox with Clint Eastwood. All those movies were ultra fucking radical. Max rad shit. Okay? So, the same is true of movies such as Logan's Run. Now, there's a really old black and white Logan's Run that I didn't know about until recently. That shit was weird, and it was like shot outside with like a locomotive train and like a robot that was made out of like tin cans. That was whack. I was like, whoa, wow. But the one that was made in 1976, dude, when that shit came out, bruz and sisses, that shit was fucking goddamn sinister. Because the concept overall, the basic premise, you live in this future. When you turn a certain age, let's say 30 years old, there's a little glowing light in your hand that tells you it's time for you to go to carousel. And if you make it to the top of this, say, pyramid type game system, if you make it to the uppermost part of this interior dome building city, if you can make it to the top, if you can make it to that ceiling and you can touch that energy field, you'll fucking live, man. You'll live indefinitely, man. You'll live beyond the age, yeah, where everyone else gets fucking terminated. Yo, that shit is fucking out of control fresh, man. The remake, it had better be goddamn fucking top flight. Because the remake to not Running Man, because that one got put on the back burner because of 9/11. A lot of people don't know that there's a remake to Running Man. The remake to Total Recall was done absolutely motherfucking to my liking. And absolutely well. I was actually mind blown that Total Recall was done, the remake, as well as it was. I hope to God that these producers got it fucking right. And that Logan's Run, similarly to the remake to Total Recall that came out a few years ago, I hope it's on the same fucking goddamn level. Because if it is, man, oh my God. OMG.